Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 1Game1Life. My name is Typo, and this is Starfield Part 106, and we have landed on Carinae 3A. We need to enter the Consolidated Mining Station and make our way to the Research and Control Tower through the mine. And I want to say we've been here before because this was already, like, located on our map. Like, when I landed here, flew here, this was already lit up. But, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, we're here now. And we're ready to go. Damn it. 2 of the last 4 episodes have been, like, really short. And so I kind of want to make this one a little longer if I can. I won't, like, hard force it, but if I can make it a little longer, I'd like to.
What the? Calm down. Meet your dad.
I was a little confused, but I assumed we were going to be shooting him. Okay. Sure. Interesting. Have we not been here yet? It looks like not, because there's enemies and kind of still some loot, but maybe I'm wrong. No, I haven't been here. Okay. Alright. Unless everything respawned, which would be a bummer, because I don't like it when games do that, to be honest. Oh. Oh, no. Poor bastard. When they don't even get to defend themselves. See, and now this part looks familiar again.
Never know what you might find in my pocket.
Here we go. Okay. Whoops. Executioner in here, level 52.
I can't see.
Rip. Okay. Decently leveled people here. Oh, it's a coachman. Never mind. Damn it. Bashing Hitman Titanium build. It weighs 0.00. Now that's kind of nuts. Really, 0.00. Yeah, unless the loot also respawns, we have not been here before. So, let's see what we can manage here. Oh, there's the mine keycard. Hell yeah. That wasn't even marked on our map, we just found it. Chug the rest of my Merlot. If you haven't watched the Waluigi rap on YouTube, I'd highly recommend it, by Mashed. So good. Every time I see the word Merlot now, that's what I think of. Whoops. Oh well. This leads inwards, doesn't it? Yeah, let's not do that yet. Actually, you know what? I think we were here, and then I couldn't go in here. I want to say we have been here before, and we just couldn't explore it. Am I wrong about that?
Not exactly the lap of luxury, is it?
I'm starting to think maybe we did. Okay, this is the way back out, I guess. Alright, and then we said we'd come back here later. Maybe that's right. Which means that the enemies and loot respawn. Which I would not like, but, you know, if that's the way it is, that's the way it is. It is a Bethesda game, and they do like that mechanic, even though I dislike it heavily. I think once something is cleared, it should be cleared for a long time. Maybe after, like, an in-game year or something like that, maybe things move back in, but usually in Bethesda games, it's just so fast. Alright, we've not been in the mine. Discover what happened at CM Station RC1, find the Rothsite shipment. Ooh, what did he run off to do? What does he think he found exactly? Oh, hello, sentient AI adapters. And a whole contraband cache. Hell yeah! Give us the goods. Let me do an auto slot. Okay. No. That with this? Yeah, there we go. 4 stolen artworks, and 4 Xeno Warfare techs. Yes, sir. Love it. Oh. Hello. What? Did he die standing up? I think he died standing up. I don't know why I'm feeling sneaky all of a sudden when we haven't been sneaking for so long. But I kinda do. Kinda feeling a little sneaky. Maybe because it's a Ryujin mission.
I believe we are not alone.
You thought you could evade me?
Ooh. Damn, Andreja. Nice hit. And then I go ahead and miss all that. Nice. There we go. He definitely died standing up. Alright. We're just gonna move on, I guess. A Rothosite deposit. We never see these. There's a planet I was supposed to find Rothosite on that I just never found it on. Oh, is this the one? Oh my god, I think this was the one. Wait a minute. Yeah, this was the planet. Oh, that's so good. Oh. Thank goodness I did that just because it's a rare mineral. A long time ago I had surveyed some planet. Yeah, that was around this level and I just couldn't find the Rothosite to save my life to finish the survey. And now we just did it by doing this mission. God, that feels good. Alright. No wonder I couldn't find the Rothosite before it. You have to go here to find it.
Anything useful behind.
I'm assuming. Already over encumbered. That's kind of nuts. Dead. Hello? Giant machine? Hello, guys. How y'all doing? Cool. Cool. Whoa, 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 whoa. He blew up something right behind me, didn't he? Oh, okay. More guys here. Okay, the Ecliptic coming out in force now. Kind of took a hit from something there. Like a decent hit from something. Hopefully it's a legendary weapon that I can pick up. Okay, Mark 5 turret. Get that out of here. Get the operator out of here. Get the... Oh, ran out of ammo. Right before the Executioner died. There he goes.
You died today.
No, that's fine. Reactive barrow knife ain't it either. Radioactive barrow knife, that ain't it. Okay, hold up. Oh, by the way, whoops. By the way, we never checked our new power. Is it reactive shield? No. Eternal harvest? What is blossom will bloom once more, ripe for the picking. Oh, I bet that's so that we can, let's do personal atmosphere for now. I bet this lets you re-harvest, like, organic resources. Maybe even inorganic resources. Which would be really cool. A lot of 52s in here. Ow. Yeah, a lot of 52s in here. Decent leveled area. Okay, thank you. One more down. Andres and I are a two-man wrecking crew. Take cover here. There it is. Oh, another turret. Goodbye. This will take us up into that one building, I'm guessing. Maybe that'll show us what happened. If so, this was really short, actually.
Someone certainly considered this worth the time and credits.
True, someone did. Can't argue that. Huh. If this takes us upwards into that building, then this was a very short trip. Hello, hello. Thank you kindly. And another one. This one had no walls, just a door. That's beautiful. Whoa. 2 epic rifles. Wow. Okay. No, I think this went... No, this went up for sure. Oh my god. Oh, I like how much that hurt. That means that weapon's pretty good. Down he goes. Okay, this is the end of the area, yep. I'll take protection chlorides, why not? Hopefully that weapon is really good. Ah, damn it. It was just an advanced microgun. Contract orders. Read the contract. Can do. What were the contract orders for? What was the purpose? And this was a really quick journey, by the way. Like a shockingly quick journey. Contract orders. Here we go. Infinity Ltd. Lucas Drexler. Job for it. Okay. Retrieve Rothside shipment being prepared for Eugene Industries. Redirect shipment to the clinic for Dr. Kendrick Lane. Narian System. Freestar Collective. Leave no witnesses. Okay. Interesting. Travel to the clinic in the Narian System. Yeah. The clinic is against the Eugene Industries. That is interesting. Your inability to adhere to the schedule or communicate complications is unacceptable. We'll be sending out a representative to secure the shipment. We expect it to be ready and waiting by the time they arrive. Hell yeah. That's us. Rothside shipment is on schedule. Raw ore processing begins today. Engineers estimate 2 days for the refining and quality testing. Refining and quality testing went faster than originally estimated. Preparing shipment 1 day ahead of schedule. To anyone in the Carene system, this is Consolidated Mining Station RC-1 on Carene 3A. We're under attack by hostiles and require immediate emergency assistance. It's great news, RC-1. Perhaps we'll get lucky and Ryujin will toss in a bonus for early delivery. Keep us posted. I've heard reports that the shipment is late, so much for that bonus. We'll be sending out a representative your way for updates and evaluation. Consolidated mining delivered. Black crystals, cancelled, 1.5 kilograms. Shipment redirected to the clinic. It's already been delivered to the clinic. Oh, the clinic already has it. Well, that changes a couple things.
I think you may be trying to take a little too much on.
You say that, and a part of you is right, but you're mostly wrong. You can't just leave the stuff behind. Nonsense. Alright. Let's go back to our beautiful ship, the Ambition. I actually absolutely love our ship. Look at this cockpit right here. That's where all the magic happens. Oh my god, this ship looks... Look at the size of these missiles. Dude, the ship looks so good. I love it. I love it. I love the Ambition so much. Alright. Like I said, I kind of want this to be a longer episode, so we probably will do almost another whole hour, roughly, starting from here. We'll see. Somewhere around there. A longer episode for sure. I wasn't feeling good last time I was recording, so I know why the last episode's been a little short, but I'd like to make up for it.
How's it going?
Okay. Leave behind a bunch of weapons that don't have stars on, hearts on them. There we go. I've been managing to sell a lot of our extra weapons off, but I'm still trying to offload some of the stuff from that time we fought the first mercenary company. The amount of loot that we took home from that journey was insane. Okay, drop that off. Drop off the contraband. Yep. So now we're gonna have to be careful when we land at places. Okay, what's our inventory at? 223. It's still a bit heavy. And how's our storage on the ship doing? We've got about 200, a little under 300 pounds left. Kilos, whatever it is. It's kind of a bummer. Starting to run out of space a little bit, but we're gonna upload payload soon, or upgrade payload soon, so that'll be good. 6 more for ship command, 3 more for deception, yeah. Alright, 2 more jumps with for payloads because we're about to make another jump right here. Nice. Alright, let's take off.
Lifting off now.
Keeps taking power away from my missiles. I wonder what's going on with that. I'm still not sure if we're gonna let Ryujin stick that like implant in our brain. So I don't know if we'll go past that point. I'm starting to think it'll be okay because we're gonna be in such a powerful position in the company. But I don't know. We're gonna be siding with someone who's already turned their back on someone underneath them before once. So, yeah, I'm really not sure about it. It's not letting me click on it. There we go. I'm really not sure. Collect your new ship. I didn't know we had to, like, go somewhere for it. We can go do that first before we hit the clinic real quick. Oh, and those 2 miscellaneous activities we have, go to Elios and the distress call from the Sharvitus system, are in like level 60 and 65 systems, so that's gonna be much later. That's gonna be really high level. Hey, hey.
Stroud Edland is open for business. Come aboard and let's see about getting you a solid upgrade.
Alright, go ahead and dock. Pick up our ship.
Ship is now.
Are they gonna say anything when you show up here? Like, thanks for helping us come up with this amazing ship that kind of looks like a mess but kind of does it all.
Hey,
it is a pretty wild ship.
Party can get started.
Barrett,
Finally.
thank you. I'm really excited for Londinian, by the way. That's coming up really soon, and I'm stoked.
I'm proud to be part of the Stroud Edland team.
What the? Okay, no, it's not actually something like that. Okay, let's, Kepler R. It doesn't let me change home ship or anything like that. Okay, well, we'll just collect it somewhere next time we land on a planet or something. We'll be fine. We'll just knock it off our miscellaneous task at some point. I might even do it off camera. It's just a matter of getting on the ship, but maybe you guys want to see what the inside of the ship looks like. That'd probably be fair. See what kind of mess we came up with. But for now, to the clinic. Once again.
All green on.
We actually go to the clinic a lot. This has ended up being a really important area.
Please, we're free to fly.
We've been here for Ryujin before, even. Oh, look at that good-looking ship. Dock at the clinic.
You've entered the clinic space. Please dock or leave the area clear for incoming patients.
So far away. Got that nice looking gas giant in the background, though. Alright, here we are. Okay.
Green lights on outer hatch. We're docked.
And then, after we've finished the Ryujian quest line and we've gone to Londinian, all that's really left is the main story. And some miscellaneous tasks in really high-level solar systems. I'm kind of wavering on whether I'm going to keep catching up on Dragon Age episodes, like even more so, and slow down the Starfield even more after that, but that's for considering later. Discover what Infinity Ltd is doing at the clinic. Yeah. Because right now, I mean, we still...
This area's off limits. Authorized personnel only.
I really need to get in there.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I do. Can't just have anyone going through. I get it. Must be hard for you to say no all the time.
Well, that's... Thank you.
This is important. Lives depend on it.
Hard to argue with that. Fine, I'll issue you an access card. Infinity better get it together.
Thank you. All
I
right.
have never required treatment here, and I hope that I never do.
Yeah, because if you need help at the clinic, you are probably pretty messed up.
Sean, I don't want to go over this again. I'm tired, all right? Just not.
You can't be okay with this, though, right? You took an oath, and I'd say this is a firm violation.
Look, we got that shipment. Although who knows what Faye expects me to do with it. But maybe approvals really are on the way. Now please, get back to Kyle. Make sure his vitals are stable. I don't want to lose him. We'll figure this out. I promise.
Fine. But if we lose Kai, that's it. I'm going to SSNN. I don't give a shit about my career anymore.
You and me both.
I don't think they're 100% on board with what's happening here.
We better get that approval soon. Excuse me, but this is a restricted area. You need to leave.
I'm here for a mandatory security update. I need to run an update on your computer.
Your timing could be better. A little warning next time. I'll just take a moment to check up on my patient.
They believed it. Refined Rothosite shipment. There it is. Yeah, go check up on your patient, man. Go. Thank you. Retrieve the shipment and discover what's going on. Okay. A new start. Today marks the start of a new adventure in neuroscience. Although Infinity Ltd is still waiting for official approval, we're moving forward with testing the latest technology in internal neuroamp. I can't tell you how excited I am to be on a new project and have a chance to regain some admiration among my colleagues. I've invited Sean to come work with me on the project since he's familiar with how I operate. Plus, like myself, I knew he could really use the credits. These procedures should be quick and simple, so it's really a matter of Infinity Ltd's tech playing nicely with brain tissue. Sorry. Ugh. Okay, I'm back. Dr. Faye Sang-Savan is the creator of this new neuroamp, and she's assured me smooth sailing. Let's just hope with our combined expertise we find success. It could be the boost my career needs. We lost our first subject today, AO1 Bronwyn Miser. The procedure went really well, but I believe the neuroamp overheated, burning the portions of the brain where it had contact. Sent the results to Faye. She believes she has a solution, but my god, I've never lost a patient before. I sent everyone home. Sean wanted to stay, but I told him to go. I know he needed to process what happened too, and I didn't want to hold him back. I tell myself it was the neuroamp, that it wasn't my fault, but if it feels like an excuse, it must be. And what will happen now? These trials aren't even approved, and I already have a death on my hands. I thought I was signing up for new advancements in neuroscience, but if I'm not careful, this could ruin what I have left of my career. It's hard to believe I once walked into the clinic with high hopes of what Sean and I would bring about. The concept of the internal neuroamp for Faye and promises of fame and fortune provided all the motivation I needed. It blinded me. I never should have agreed to start the trials without proper approvals. I never should have dragged Sean into this. I see now why it was always such a struggle to get my own approvals for human trials. I also see why the contracts are so complex. Never thought I'd lose a patient on my watch, and here I've lost more than I wish to say. Infinity's legal team has assured me that the contracts the subjects signed keep us clear from any legal repercussions, but since the trial itself is still unapproved, I have a feeling they've little to stand on. Damn, they're losing more and more subjects, huh? But somehow the hopefulness remains. After the initial losses, I told myself no more, but Faye would insist her changes to the prototype were solid, that it should be the last one. I'd find myself with renewed motivation and confidence only to find another dead at my hands. We have 3 subjects left. They aren't aware of the fate of their predecessors. Faye has informed me her latest prototype is complete and now on its way. I can only hope I make the right decision. Kai's results were initially so promising, but now the poor kid is in a coma. I thought surely he would be the light at the end of this grisly tunnel. We've now gone through our entire list of subjects, and I dread the idea that Infinity will just sign up more. What is going on over there? Has Faye completely lost her mind? I understand when corporations rush things when it comes to household products or maybe office software, but not something that will endanger the lives of others. This internal neuroamp may as well be a murder weapon, and I'm the one with blood on my hands. Contracts aside, I'm certain this will end in ruin. Yes. Osmia, titanium grade 120, appeared successful at signs of edema, began approximately an hour after the surgery. Began surgery prep, but AO8 experienced complete brain failure before we could operate. Titanium grade 125. Procedure was a success and all vitals were normal for the first day. Rejection of the implant started approximately 37 hours after surgery. I believe AO9 inadvertently used the neuroamp on a staff member who reported severe dizziness. Emergency surgery was performed to remove the neuroamp, but experienced brain death shortly after removal. Initial procedure was successful. Patient reported no changes for the first 4 days. Brainwaves were normal. Cognition tests were 100% across the board. Testing the neuroamp on day 5 appeared to bring on severe headaches with eventual brain hemorrhaging. Neuroamp was removed to prevent death, but patient is currently in a coma. Yeah, rip. Dr. Kendrick Lane, welcome to Infinity Ltd. Fold. We hope you'll find the breakthrough research we need to perfect Project Dominion. You came highly recommended by Faye Sangsavan, our head of research and development, so we're very excited to have you with us. I understand your concerns on these human trials being unauthorized, but I assure you this is just a minor hiccup. I've been told we're only a few days away from approval, and we'll get those documents to you as soon as possible. Please remember that all subjects have signed waivers accepting the risks. I hope this will ease any hesitation you may have. The end will justify the means. Project Dominion requires a compatible alloy that the human brain will not reject when the internal neuroamp is surgically implanted. Goal 1, find the correct alloy ratio. A series of metals have been provided for a wide range of experimentation. We're currently looking into obtaining a rare metal to be delivered at a later date. Rothsite, right? Goal 2, ensure the effectiveness of the internal neuroamp. Once implantation is successful, ensure the neuroamp can be used effectively. No side effects should be detected for either the user or the target. Goal 3, minimize casualties. Infinity Ltd. understands that severe injuries and even fatalities may be encountered. Do not let issues hinder research progress. Notify your contact, and we'll take care of it. Yeah, wow. Didn't say have no casualties, it said minimize casualties. That's tough. And then back out we go. Time to bring Ryujin the good news.
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic jerks. Fly around.
I cannot tell you how many ecliptics I've killed in the last 6 months, man. It's been almost 6 months since I joined Constellation, and I have killed so many ecliptic since that began.
I knew you'd get bored without me.
Uh-huh. Alright, let's hit this up. Go back to Neon. I'm gonna sell some stuff in Neon when I get there, and then I'll start recording again when I walk up to Ryujin Tower, so see y'all soon.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Alright, here's where they're gonna want to stick that brain thing in me.
Is that my beautiful shipment?
It is.
You were right about this one, Masako.
I always get the job done.
So I've heard. Now, I shall excuse myself and get to work on finalizing this prototype.
So, what did you learn about CM Station RC-1?
Infinity hired ecliptic mercenaries to obtain the shipment.
Lucas must be desperate if he hired them to collect the Rothosite. Were there any survivors?
You ask, but do you really care? Were there no guards there? Were these people unprotected?
Our station on Carinae 3A and Consolidated Mining's contract were both confidential. We had no reason to believe they'd be under any threat. Of course,
not even some turrets,
we had no reason to believe we had a mole, either.
None, but I made sure Ecliptic paid in blood.
Good. I may not condone murder, but I refuse to have sympathy for indiscriminate killers like Ecliptic, especially after massacring innocents working for us. Now, I also had a report that you were spotted at the clinic. I take it you traced the shipment there?
Okay, yes. If you know all this, why am I even here? Okay. Yes, Infinity Ltd has a private contract at the clinic for a secure wing.
I figured it was related. And were you able to determine the purpose of this secure wing?
They're performing illegal human trials to perfect their internal neuroamp.
So, it sounds like Lucas has reached a new level of desperation to ensure his future as CEO.
Infinity appears to be on an entirely different level of corruption. It cannot be allowed to continue.
Yeah, we're actually the good guys here, believe it or not.
I'll make sure Yuko's team extracts every bit of information they can from the clinic's database on this. Between hiring Ecliptic and unauthorized human trials, we have enough to take Lucas down for good. And with the Rotha site secure, it's almost time for us to make our move.
Okay. How long is it going to take for Vina to complete the internal neuroamp?
Not long, according to her. She and DeMarcus have everything prepped and ready. I believe
I'll
it's
probably
just a
put
matter
this in
of
my
creating
brain.
the alloy and molding it according to her design.
So much risk. But Typo is a man for power, isn't he? And he didn't end up leading the fleet like he was kind of planning. Maybe one day he will, but... It's time to take Infinity and Lucas down once and for all.
It certainly is. And it's also time to inform the rest of the board on the current situation. Head up to the executive floor and speak to Dalton. He has an update for you on the mole's identity. I've called a meeting, and I expect you to attend. It's time to put the final plan in motion.
Let it at it, alright. To the executive floor, that sounds like I'm gonna have to do some talking. Sabotage. Oh boy. Oh boy. Meet Dalton in his office, yeah. Let me pop a Paramore right before I talk to him.
It says something, does it not? That the executives wish to have everyone else physically beneath them?
Yeah, isn't it great, Andresha? I love that. Love that stuff. Paramore. Alright, let's see it.
Good. All right on time. I briefed
Aren't I always?
Masako on the mole and went over the
Okay,
evidence
not
he
always.
brought from Nix in detail.
Hope you both agreed that Imogene is the mole.
Yes. Masako was disappointed, but agreed the evidence was irrefutable.
Perhaps this is best left with minimal input on our part.
After some debate, we decided to fully disclose the results in this meeting. So I wanted you to be prepared.
Are you telling them about Directive Theta and how they were all investigated?
No. Directive Theta will remain confidential.
Okay.
We now know how effective it is, and may need to resort to it again in the future.
Okay. I'm impressed. I figured you'd cover the whole thing up.
Yes, the possibility was discussed. But we felt honesty may be more beneficial in this case. Now, let's get this over with, shall we?
Shall we? Take a seat in the conference room. Sure. Let's do it. Let's get in our good stuff here. Yeah, here we go. Wear Imogene Salzo's suit. Oh man. It's a good looking suit though, isn't it? Man. Let's go. I love how our character looks actually. Wait for Dalton.
We called you all together to discuss a recent security breach. We discovered a mole within the company, who leaked vital information about Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd.
You've got to be kidding me.
Just don't tell me it's Vina. I think we've all noticed she's not here.
Before you speculate any further, no, it's not Vina. The guilty party is Imogene Salzo, much to my disappointment. Our operative here obtained the evidence to confirm it.
I was able to find and confront Imogene about the situation.
Dalton, how does something like this happen?
We demand the best. So that's the threat we deal with.
I may have well-trained operatives, but security is your responsibility, Dalton. This is a huge failing on your part.
I accept the responsibility, but let's not forget, the mole has already been exposed and dealt with.
Yeah, why are we throwing Dalton under the bus?
Of course. Thanks to another of my operatives.
I'm supposed to be siding with Ularu, aren't I? Making sure I'm in good. Maybe someone should be keeping better tabs on their employees.
I know you're not insinuating that this is my fault.
Imogene's been dealt with, so bickering is pointless. All I care about is reacquiring our property and what this might be costing us financially.
Vina is completing the internal neuroamp prototype as we speak. Our operative will receive the implant, infiltrate Infinity Ltd, and obtain any and all research. I have it on good authority. The experimentations they've done to replicate the missing pieces of our work have resulted in fatalities.
Let's not forget Infinity hired mercenaries that killed all personnel at CM Station RC-1.
Botched human trials and murder for hire? You don't bounce back from that. At least not with Infinity's legal team.
If I may make a suggestion.
Okay.
We should give this evidence to David at SSNN. It's the best neutral method of releasing this information to the general public.
That'd make my job easier.
David it is, then.
Misako, the internal neuroamp is ready if you want to send down the candidate.
I hope you're ready for this.
Not really, but... Hardly, but it's not like I have much of a choice.
You always have a choice. You just have to decide which set of consequences you prefer to live with.
Yeah, and I'm choosing to keep siding with
Ryuji. In the
Ryuji.
neuroamp division in R&D. Once you're done, meet me in my office. Be ready to discuss the details of your next assignment.
Man, Masako's outfit looks terrible, especially compared to how good Imogene's look. What are these shoulder things right here?
The news about Imogene is...
Ugh, that's terrible.
Unsettling.
No, Ularu, I was not saying that it was your fault. I was trying to side with you against Dalton. But whatever. Alright. Let's get this prototype. Maybe it will result in more power.
Are you sure you're okay?
There was some stuff about mind controlling other people with the internal neuroamps. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, it's this room! Oh, it's this area! Remember when we were sneaking through here? Oh man, I still can't believe we pulled that off, to be honest. Absolutely unreal.
Double check those measurements are right.
Neuroamps are fascinating, are they not? I'm still surprised they have not been completely
You
outlawed.
are currently alive. True.
Hey there.
Hey, Vina.
Here's my lucky candidate. I hope you're ready to embark on one amazing journey.
Making a small bit of history here. So, what exactly does this internal neuroamp do?
The internal neuroamp is basically the next leap in our line of influential amplifiers. It gives the user dominion over a less dominant target, meaning you can heavily influence another person's thoughts and actions.
That's messed up. Is the ability to influence someone like that even legal?
Technically, that remains to be seen. It's not legal, but those decisions will be left up to a higher power who is neither you nor me.
Right. Hey, it doesn't need to be legal. We're literally a pirate. An ability like that will fit in nicely with my arsenal.
The risk mitigation alone will be completely worth it. So, are you ready to get started?
Are you actually qualified to perform an operation like this?
Neurosurgery is my specialty. I've performed more operations than I can count on a wide variety of brains. So I like to think that I'm wildly overqualified. Really, I could do this in my sleep.
Yeah, just don't fry my brain. Oh, I hate this. I hate this.
Oh, don't worry. That's not on the agenda. Now, just a few details before we begin. Obviously, we'll be putting you under. I'll be making a small incision in the back of your skull where the internal neuroamp will be fitted.
Okay.
The whole procedure should only take 3 to 4 hours with little to no downtime afterwards, provided DeMarcus got everything entered correctly.
Did I not just say I quadruple checked the numbers?
I like
No, I'm
quadruple
just giving
check.
you a hard time. Besides, I've got to make sure my patient is reassured.
What sort of risks are involved here?
There's little to no risk, assuming your brain is typical and you don't have any adverse reaction to the anesthesia. First sign of trouble, we back out and start evaluating other candidates.
Okay. Let's just get this over with. I've got a corporation to take down.
Fine, fine. I get it. Now, just lie down on the table once you're ready, and we should be good to go.
I can't believe I'm letting them do this to us.
Horrible miscalculation, then we will speak again soon. I am grateful for our time together, always.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't literally end right
so
here.
grateful for you.
Lay down, game over. Oh god, kind of cyberpunky right here. Getting into the chair before you get some enhancements.
All right, let's get this party started.
Ended up not needing that paramour, but that's fine. Oh, we didn't game over. Not yet, at least.
Well, well, look who's finally up. The operation was a success, obviously. Once you're able to refocus, let me know how you're doing.
Okay.
Warning.
Did that count as sleep? That did not count as sleep. Good to know. We're still 2 days behind on sleep.
Possess advanced surgical capabilities.
So, how are you feeling? You look good?
Does this mean the procedure was a success?
Huge success. No surprises, no signs of rejection. You were the ideal subject. Now, we just keep our fingers crossed and hope no unknown side effects come creeping in later.
Yeah, Jesus. I feel fine. Everything seems to be the same.
That's exactly what we want. Just a couple quick notes before using the internal neuroamp. First, you can only influence one person at a time. And second, the effect is temporary, so be prepared if you use it in a combat situation.
Okay. If the effect's temporary, how long will it last?
Let's just say it varies based on the user. Some people have greater mental capabilities than others, which would increase the duration.
There go my plans for a lifelong minion.
Now that's something to talk to the drone engineers about. Now let's test
Not a
this
robot
sucker
one.
out. DeMarcus has graciously volunteered for science, he says.
Wow, that is very brave of him. Yeah, that's awfully brave of him considering what happened at the clinic. Isn't he one of your top employees? You'd really risk his life?
Our preliminary testing was rigorous enough that there's little to no risk involved here. The biggest unknown was finding the perfect compatible alloy for the implant. We've had the tech itself working externally for quite some time.
That's awfully brave of him considering what happened at the clinic.
Please, we're not Infinity. We believe in due diligence when it comes to tech like this. But
We're
just in
just
case something
superior,
does go
aren't we?
wrong, we've got him locked up in the test chamber. DeMarcus loves being
Okay.
hands-on and experiencing things on his own. It's probably why he's the second most published scientist here, after me. Just head up the stairs nearby to the observation deck.
Okay.
Warning.
See how this works.
Management's got
Press F to open your scanner and target the person you want to manipulate. Press E to bring up your social skills and select manipulation. Once a person has been manipulated, select the object or person you want them to interact with. Okay. Diplomacy, instigation, intimidation, and manipulation are all social skills that you activate while your scanner is up. Hover your cursor over the target and press E to bring up your social skills. Select which skill you want to use with the mouse scroll wheel. Okay, and we don't have diplomacy, instigation, or intimidation. If it fails social skill, your target will be immune to all future social skill attempts. Manipulation, 90% for 30 seconds. Now what? Use this maybe? How are we gonna use you, DeMarcus? What are we gonna open? Huh. Okay, and then use the secure door control. Alright, now I'm getting it. Got it. Okay, so that's how it works. A little finicky if we don't hit the right thing the first time, but that's alright. Is he doing it? Hopefully he just did it. DeMarcus? Secure door control, go. You gonna do it? This is a little weird. It's not letting me activate and then choose a target. Oh boy. Ah! There's literally a thing right here. Take the test room key card. There we go. Now we're talking. And then have him go open this. I needed to use manipulation again each time I want him to do an action. That's less great, but it worked. Yeah, that's gonna come in handy. We're gonna need people to open things for us, I can already tell.
It is hard not to immediately worry about the implications.
It is extremely worrying. Extremely. Okay, is she waiting for him to not be manipulated anymore?
Oh my god, that was incredible. What was it like?
Wow. How to describe it? 1 minute I was excited about seeing how the experiment would go. The next, I had a brief moment of disorientation and figured I must have lost my train of thought. It felt eerily natural. And yes, I admit it, just as you predicted.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it! I can hardly wait to finish writing up my latest dissertation. And you owe me 100 creds.
I'll be keeping myself
Gross.
under constant
Dissertations are awful.
I'm curious if any other side effects may manifest.
Okay, Vina, we did it. We mind-controlled somebody. Andreja
So,
leaning against
tell
the
me
counter
all
looked
about
kind of
it.
cool.
How did it feel? Any side effects?
It didn't feel like anything at all to me.
Yes. Good. Hear that, DeMarcus? That's 2 for 2 now.
I heard. It really was fascinating how all I experienced was a moment of disorientation. It's truly remarkable tech.
Remarkable doesn't mean it should be legal. Mechs were remarkable once. Yeah, but that's alright. You didn't feel violated at all?
Not at all. But I can imagine if I experienced disorientation like that, but regained my awareness in another room. It could be a bit jarring. We'll definitely be running some more tests in the future, though. So many situations to account for.
What if I had used it to make you kill another person?
Those are the kind of edge cases that I let the board work out. Obviously, tech like this is going to come with its fair share of red tape.
Right. Mechs were remarkable once.
You're not wrong, but most technology presents a danger when in the wrong hands.
Yeah, but this is brain stuff, man. That's different.
I think between Masako and the rest of the board, they'll know just how to handle it. Besides, the neural isn't total control. If a subject's morals or beliefs in something are strong enough, we still see points of failure. That being said, it's been interesting to discover the actions our subjects sanction in their own minds.
Okay. As much as I'd love to go over the details and potential of this amazing piece of technology I created, Masako wants to see you. It sounds like you have an assignment to complete. And DeMarcus and I have a lot of notes to record.
Alright, Masako, I'm coming. With my help, of course. Okay. So had we explored the research and development offices a little more beforehand, things would have made a lot more sense during our little stealth mission in that section. Because I always just said that things would bring us there eventually, and I was right. It was just after the stealth mission.
You're here.
Oh, there you are.
I wasn't sure how accurate Vina's promise of no downtime was going to be.
Let's just hope her promise of no brain damage holds true as well.
I love how evil Ularu is. I really do.
Now that you've been outfitted with the internal neuroamp, it's time to put that tech to work. We're sending you into Infinity Ltd. Lucas Drexler is about to learn exactly why you don't steal from Ryujin Industries.
All I need are the details.
All right. Yuko has provided a layout of Infinity Ltd. You have two options for this assignment. We'll be providing you with the means for both.
Okay.
Option A, you gain entry through their maintenance access on the roof. Option B, we give you an assigned identity and arrange a meeting for you.
Ah. Would I really be attending this meeting?
Of course not. The meeting is just a legitimate way in. Once inside, you'll be led to a waiting room where your host will be running late. That's your opportunity to make your way to either the executive floor or R&D.
What are the benefits of option A versus option B?
Option A, you need to remain under the radar the entire time. Option B, you have a slight cover that may give you the opportunity to talk your way to your objectives.
Right. Option B probably makes stealth near impossible, but you can do persuasion instead. Yeah, option B, I love the chance to use my acting skills.
Just hope those acting skills don't get you caught or killed.
Nah, I'm good like that.
Now, depending on your preference, you'll either find yourself in the maintenance hallway
Typo's super
or the
convincing.
marketing department. From there, you have 3 targets. First, you have Lucas Drexler's computer, located in his office on the executive floor.
Okay.
Second is Faye Sengsavan's computer, in research and development. And third, you need to obtain the prototype they are working on, also in R&D.
As you can see, you've several floors to traverse. So I hope you're prepared for an adventure.
Okay, this is gonna be a whole thing. How far in can I get with that identity you're arranging for me?
You'll only have free range on the marketing floor. Infinity may be cheap, but they know at least some level of security is needed in this business.
It's a lot of ground to cover without getting caught. Yeah, not a problem. I can handle it.
That's what we're counting on. Now, I had Ularu create a program that you need to run on both Lucas and Faye's computers. I'll let her explain the details.
She
You
created
see,
it herself,
once we
or her people
expose
did?
Infinity Ltd., all of their data is going to come under intense scrutiny. We only want the public to know about their mercenary hires and unauthorized human trials, but Project Dominion needs to remain confidential. I've created an overseer program that will gather all the evidence we need, and at the same time delete anything relating to Ryujin and the internal neuroamp.
Okay. What about the people that know about it, like Lucas himself?
Anyone who comes forward to defend Lucas would be prosecuted as either aiding or being an accessory to these crimes.
Right.
They all know career suicide when they see it. As for Lucas himself, if he wants to speak up and add corporate theft to his laundry list of crimes, fine. But who's going to believe him?
It is best to keep the public unaware of such a device. If the
Is
media
it?
were to draw their own conclusions, I'm certain they'd just create a panic among people. Controlling the narrative is of the utmost importance. Understood.
No, we don't want to mess on this one. A body count will only distract from what we're trying to accomplish here. In fact, unless they're a master at being one with the shadows, I'd suggest you leave your friend behind. Lower the risk.
That's fair.
Simon Rychek provided some useful info on how to evacuate civilians from the building. I'm sure you remember him from Sidonia.
Right.
Infinity's maintenance crew is understaffed. It's only a matter of time before pressure gauges go unchecked and they have a massive issue on their hands. Once that pressure becomes too much, every floor in the building is going to suffer from gas leaks, setting off an automated alarm to evacuate the building.
Perfect.
Simon was able to get a passcode for you to access their system's computer, so you can force the heating system to fail.
But how bad will it fail? Will I get heated? So who's left to deal with once the civilians are all gone?
I'm told security has masks to handle the situation, so the guards will still be stationed in the building. It's also possible they'll activate their building's defense system as well. You may run into a few automated turrets, so you'll still want to try and stay out of sight.
Okay. Where's the computer I need to use this passcode
If the
on?
information Simon provided is accurate, you can reach the control systems through a computer located in the maintenance area. It's a pretty convenient
this is all
stop
gonna
if
happen
you
next
enter
time,
in
and it's
through
gonna
the
be
roof
wild.
access.
Good. The less people in the building, the better.
My thoughts exactly. We're also issuing you an operative suit. It should help reduce their ability to detect you.
Really?
These suits are typically reserved for the senior ranks, but we want to reduce as much risk as possible.
Then just make me a senior rank. So does this officially make me a senior ranked operative?
Please, you're an exception. But we can talk promotion after you pull off this assignment.
Suit or no suit, they'll never know I was there.
And that's what we're hoping for. If you can pull this off, even I'll be impressed.
Once you've run the Overseer program and obtained the prototype, your final step is to deliver the slate to David Barron at the SSNN field office. If he asks questions, feel free to give him just enough information to pique his interest, but no mention of Ryujin or who you are.
Okay.
SSNN is used to anonymous tips. They'll do whatever verifications they deem necessary on their own to confirm the story.
All right. It'll be the corporate story of the decade.
It certainly will, and we'll have front row seats. So, any final questions before you go?
What kind of security am I looking at encountering in Infinity Ltd?
Depending on whether or not you evacuate the building, you'll mostly be looking at security guards, much like we have here. You may encounter an automated defense system in the form of turrets as well, so be careful.
Could you go over my targets one more time?
Pay attention.
I am.
We're giving you a slate.
Just
with
kidding,
a
making sure I'm on
program
board
that has
here.
to be run on Lucas Drexler and Faye Sengsavan's computers. You also need to steal their current prototype of the internal neuroamp kept on their R&D floor.
Okay.
Once you're done, you're bringing the slate to David Barron at SSNN, and you're returning here to me with the prototype.
I'm so glad we have that invisibility power now, void shift, void form, whatever it's called. Aw, yeah. How's the internal neuroamp gonna come in handy here?
You have the ability to manipulate others. If someone's in your way, you could get them to move.
True.
If someone has a key card, that means you have a key card. The possibilities here are really up to you.
True. Oh my god, this is gonna be so in-depth, I can already feel it. This is definitely the big mission. This has gotta be the Ryujin Industries finale. Gotta be. How freely will I be able to move about in Infinity LTD if I use a false identity?
You'll be restricted to the marketing floor.
Yeah, we did see that.
An appointment is not a free pass.
Alright, I'm ready to go.
Good luck, and be sure to report directly back to me when you return.
Come with me. I have everything you need for this assignment in my office.
God, she looks so evil, I love it. And she sounds so evil, I love it. Meet Ularu in her office. Alright.
Don't cause any trouble.
What are you talking about? Where's the stealth suit? I'm not seeing the suit. Maybe that's what she's about to give me right now. Kind of closing in on level 92 here. Yeah, she's coming. By the way, that's your, wasn't there a vent? Oh, here it is. Here's your vent that really, like, lets people into your office, by the way. You might want to look at that. Prospect here. Hey.
As much as I hate to admit it, Masako's plan is fairly straightforward and effective.
I figured you'd be the mastermind behind this assignment. Isn't that what operations does?
Believe it or not, Masako did a brief stint in operations. It was before my time, of course, but I heard she was quite the technician. It's not like she casually moved through the ranks either, and when it came to being CEO, she seized that position. Ask her about it sometime. Well, while you still can.
Doesn't matter. She won't be CEO for much longer.
Well, provided you don't screw up this assignment, she certainly won't.
I assume you brought me here to discuss your side of the plan.
Very astute. It's nice to see you're living up to expectations as an operative. Lucky for you, my side of the plan doesn't involve any extra legwork on your end.
Is it the thing you gave me, the program?
That Masako had me right will be doing all the heavy lifting.
I knew it!
While it's downloading the evidence needed, it will also be interspersing an array of files that will say Masako was heavily involved.
I suppose that removes any lingering questions about the kind of operation this is.
Andresha does not like it. Do you really think the board will believe that? What would her motive be?
The board can ignore the evidence if they want, but they won't be able to ignore the backlash that this will create. And in this case, the motive is ruining Infinity Ltd. The story will go, Masako was only pretending to help Infinity Ltd by giving them information on Project Dominion. But she only gave them enough to hang themselves.
Doesn't that still kind of make her on our side, though? So you're framing Masako to be the mole. Are you after you already framed Imogene?
That's right. The board will assume Masako either misled us, or that Imogene was working for her. So you have nothing to worry about.
Interesting.
Now here's everything you need. Simon's passcode, your operative suit, the Overseer program, and your cover identity. Your cover ID card is encoded with roof entry and elevator access. So that's your ticket in, either way.
Okay.
Don't screw this up. Skylar Lumen?
Skylar Lumen. Sure, why not?
I'm very much looking forward to your return.
Is there anything I need to know about the Skylar Lumen identity?
Only that you're the CEO of a new little startup called Lumen Interactive. The rest is entirely up to you. I trust you can create and maintain facts to your own story?
Correct. Can you give me more details on the maintenance system Simon gave you?
Their heating and ventilation systems are in critical condition. I'd say all they need is a gentle nudge in the right direction before Infinity has a gas leak on their hands.
Okay.
Just look for the maintenance systems computer by the roof access point. If you choose to use this information, I recommend entering Infinity Ltd through the roof access. That way, you can reap the immediate benefits.
Okay. So I can either empty the building by going through the roof and activating maintenance computers, or I can use the elevator with a cover story, get in the marketing area easily. I might actually do the roof, to be honest. Because then I'm still going to have to use the elevator to get somewhere else, unless there's a vent on the marketing floor that gets me in where I need to go. Any helpful advice?
Sure. Don't get caught.
Oh,
Seriously,
thank you. I
though,
definitely would have thought
You
of
have
that.
that internal neuroamp for a reason. Don't let power like that go to waste.
Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Next time, we're going to decide whether we're doing the roof access or using our identity. Or both. I don't know. I don't know. But next time, we're going to do a big Ryujin mission. Probably this is the finale we've been working towards. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider giving it a like. And if you really enjoyed it, consider subscribing. But either way, thank you so much for joining me on this journey in Starfield. And I'm gonna jump down and see if we can find like 2 chasm bass to scan. But if I don't find them, then this will be where the episode ends. And if I do, then I'll just stick it on the end. I'll see all of you for this giant mission. Looks good. Next time.